Hi guys, welcome back. Bitcoin is right now on the verge either to get a massive pump to the upside or see one more correction before we are finally turning around. I will show you what I believe is most likely going to happen here. And of course, I have way more content for you prepared here that we will go over. So definitely make sure that you are not missing out here on anything. And you know the drill, guys. Let's go. Thank you so much for tuning in today on this Tuesday. I jumped directly into the charts here because I don't know how much time I have before I'm actually running to the gym this morning. So the DXY surprisingly moved here to the upside, and also not surprisingly because I just said this yesterday that we could see here a move to around 99 points. So we are pretty close to that. And because of that move yesterday, we saw that Bitcoin got stopped in its tracks to pump higher. Regardless of that, once we're reaching 99 points or getting a little bit closer to it, I definitely expect that we are falling back into lower levels and not completing a breakout out of that W pattern, because that would lead to a move to like 100 points on the DXY, and this is something that we don't want to see here in the imminent short term. On the weekly chart, nothing really changed. We are consolidating. I spoke about this yesterday. Here on the daily chart, the same thing. We are still consolidating in that bull pennant here, but we're getting closer to a breakout. A breakout would occur at around $119,760 approximately. So if we move here another $1,000 to the upside and close then the daily candle around this level, we're gonna get the nice pump here to the upside that we are actually looking for into higher levels, because $120,000 will not be any major resistance at that point anymore once we are getting here confirmed breakout into higher levels. If we would pull today back closer to the bottom line, expect that we are getting one more fake out. There is a slim chance that we could potentially get a small fake out here to the downside. It will be not going as low as this candle here. It will be a little bit more shallow, most likely around 117,000, 116,500, and then turn around and give us the breakout. I'm gonna show you why we have to look at that. So the first reason is here on that daily chart. There would be nothing else than a retest, one more retest of the golden ratio here if we would roll over one more time and go here into the golden pocket. But for now, I'm looking more for a retest of $119,600, $700. And from there, we have to observe what's going to happen. I still believe that we are getting from there a breakout because there is shorter time frames right now setting up for a bigger move past $120,000. But if there is something happening geopolitically, or a black swan in the market is occurring for some reason, so something crypto related is going to happen, then we could see this quick flush to the downside before we get that break. One of the reasons why I see a move to the upside is that we are now retesting once again $118,800. When we get, or if we get a 30-minute candle close above that level, I will personally open a new long position on Bitcoin, for the simple reason that this is here right now the toughest resistance for Bitcoin to crack. So here we consolidated above it, got a nice move to the upside. This will happen again if we are able to consolidate here a little bit, but then also we can really quickly back below that. Here the same thing, quick move above, then below it again, quick move above, move below it again. And this repeated since basically for a little bit more than 2 weeks. We are doing this now for 2 weeks already. So we are now close to the end where Bitcoin will get above that for continuation. Such things never last a really, really long time. So, but on the other hand, while we are playing here a little bit yo-yo with that range, this is building solid support for Bitcoin for the future, when we are somewhere at around $125,000, $130,000, even $140,000, get a flush to the downside, and have then more or less the $120,000 mark as strong support and pushing us back to the upside. So like I said, this here is the level that I'm watching currently to get into a new trade. Why? Because the MACD is absolutely bullish here. The RSI is flying. The stochastic is about to give another buy signal, even though quite high, the stochastic, but the price also wants to rip here to the upside. So hence why I'm getting ready to deploy money to open here a new Bitcoin position. And if you want to trade with me together, guys, then sign up on BloFin. If you're not on BloFin yet, non-KYC, really important, and up to $5,000 in sign up and deposit bonuses. Plus, if you deposit at least $500, I will let you in my private Telegram group. And something new about the chat here on YouTube. I had not the chance to test that yet. Maybe you guys can. Okay, no, the Nightbot is already working. Yeah, so okay, that's what I was looking for. So the Nightbot is working. So you can also just enter exclamation mark Bybit, exclamation mark BloFin, and then you also get the link. So you don't need to go into the description anymore. You can directly from the chat get now all links to the exchanges. So here on the 4-hourly chart, we see that the Bitcoin price has retested the 20 moving average and is moving away from it. Here you see again why the $118,800 level is so important, because here is a support resistance flip zone level. Sorry, let's call it a level that we need to break, but we are so close to breaking it. There's no doubt in my mind that this will break today. The only question is, can we hold above that for continuation into higher prices here? On the MDX Algo scalp gradients, here we are back in the purple phase. Again, I warned about this yesterday that this could happen. Purple phase, then we get into a red phase. We're technically still consolidating here, but we have broken above that dashed line, and that is for me a really, really bullish sign that we move at least into the top of the range now, which is sitting at $120,500. And what did I show you guys yesterday? There is a lot of liquidity to be grabbed, and hence why I believe again that a move up into that region is way more favored than that we are rolling over here, because also the React indicator is now pointing stronger to the upside. The liquidation levels show here some liquidity with 100x leverage positions came in here at $119,400. So that is the imminent target that would be definitely tapped here by today. That is, but only a $600 move. So I would be not interested in a $600 move because you need like, again, 100x leverage to make any money on that, like real money, unless you trade with millions of dollars. The liquidity that's sitting up here will most likely get tapped at the same time because, and now I can tell you what I believe is going to happen, we have a lot of liquidity at $120,000, $120,500. Once we are grabbing that liquidity, I expect a short squeeze here into the upper range of $121,000, $122,000. You can also see that here. Let me go back here to weekly. Here on a 2-weekly, the brightest area is here at $120,500. That's, again, hence why I'm saying once we're tapping into this, I expect a short squeeze that could get as high as $122,500. And we are way closer to that than turning around and going to $117,000. For a market maker, makes way more sense to grab liquidity that's so close above us than now with force and a lot of energy trying to move price here to 170,000. The Bitcoin dominance is here coming down today a little bit, not as much as I wish, but already quite a bit. Most likely with the US Open of the US markets, we will see here a nice decline closer. Sorry guys. It's a problem when you do early streams to 60.5%. And I just want to mention that here, if you were not here the last 2 days where I mentioned that, when we break 60.5%, you get the bigger leg, the next bigger leg to the downside in altcoins. If you want to trade altcoins, guys, there is, like I said, exclamation mark Bybit, type it in the chat and you get the link to sign up there to claim your $30,000 in deposit and sign up bonuses plus a Bybit card with 20% cash back. Again, just exclamation mark Bybit, and you get the link in the chat. The total free market cap is also getting closer here to attempt again to stay within the resistance area over here. So we are not far away. We are like $20 billion away from that right now. Even less, it's 10 billion to get back into this range here. The next time when we are holding within that range, we get a proper breakout and will not look back. The others chart is here coming back to retest the $288 billion level. That is excluding the 10 top coins in the market. A retest is always bullish, even though we print here a bearish reversal pattern on the chart. I just want to point this out here. But again, the day just started, so we are really early in the day. This can still turn around and become green with a continuation candle then tomorrow into the top range here of $360 billion approximately. So here Ethereum got a big retrace, considerably a big retrace, from $3,950 yesterday. We are really close to break $4,000. And now we are consolidating again under that key resistance area of 3,870, 3,820. Also here I see worst case by tomorrow, another breakthrough this, and we could see by tomorrow, after tomorrow, $4,000 for Ethereum. So right now, honestly guys, right now, it is a good moment to open a long position on Ethereum. I would not wait. Let it go down another percent, another 2%. It doesn't matter. If you want to take advantage of the move that goes above $4,000 for Ethereum, the time is now to get into it and not later. Time is right now. And then I would target $4,382, so which is almost a $500 move from here. So here, a 15% move. And honestly, let me have a look. I would definitely use more than 10x leverage on that. How much? Yeah, maybe 12 is what I would use. Yeah, I was first thinking about 20, but then I saw like 20 is a little bit too crazy. But 12 would be something that I would be personally using on that. So the reason is that the stochastic is bottoming out today. The RSI is slightly turning around. MACD will get a bounce here on the daily chart, and that puts, again, upwards pressure on Ethereum, and there you go. So, and here overall, you see this is also playing out exactly as I mapped it here a couple days ago. So, therefore, yeah, 12x would be the maximum that I would be using here. And then you see here the Wyckoff reaccumulation pattern is also getting ready for that last big leg here above $4,000 before we start consolidating. Solana got here a retest of $180. Also here, want to remind you guys, I told you this, when we get again close to $180, you should take a position from there. We are completely flatlining here on the bottom on stochastic, RSI turning around, MACD not really bearish. Once we break 187, things will start shifting here quite quickly back to the upside. So also here, where we are basically 2% away from that floor that gave us support and will now hold as support, there's no time to wait anymore, guys, to get into positions. The same here with that bump and run pattern on Solana. The next big move in Solana that will come quickly and will go to, in my opinion, $236, $237. Maybe in that same move, $250 or close to it. Let's have a quick look on Lido. Lido also turning here around again. That was looking yesterday. Yesterday we were 5% lower on the lowest end. Or was it today? No, that was actually today. That was today. So here also clearly to identify that the RSI is going up. Stochastic gives a buy signal. If you want to play it safe, you wait for $1.10. But again, these ranges, you don't really need here to wait for anything. So you set a stop loss here to around $1.03. That is a 5% stop loss, but you're targeting something way, way higher. So you're targeting here $1.72. So a 5% stop loss against like a 60% move almost is nothing. So that is definitely something that you can take advantage of. especially when we break this downward sloping trend line. And when Ethereum starts moving again and goes past $4,000, Lido will hit this target here, or will be really, really close to it. Then Ripple is fighting this downward sloping trend line here. Once that trend line is convincingly broken, you're gonna see also here a move above $3.23 with continuation back to $3.40 and higher than that. So I'm still in my Ripple trade for disclosure here, but I'm of course underwater, and I'm just waiting that this line gets broken convincingly and that we get here a nice pump into higher levels. So let's see. Let's see, I want to see something quick. Oh, wait. 1 second. No, that's okay. Okay, that's fine. So let's have a look at the chat, guys. Arbitrum, yeah, I can have a look at Arbitrum. So ETH I did already. Let's have a look here at Arbitrum. Arbitrum will definitely also move massively to the upside with Ethereum. So also here, Telegram ton about to break a $3.27. That is also ready to pump back here to $3.47. Once it breaks $3.47, it starts flying. Here, look, that is one of the cleanest charts in terms of indicators right now that I've seen today. I've not seen a lot of charts, to be honest, today, but this, of the charts that I've seen, this is one of the cleanest setups that I would be trading right now, if I would have not already a trade on that. Arbitrum. So first of all, here that ascending triangle trade, if you were in that trade, that worked out. So congratulations to everybody that took that one. But here's a consolidation range currently going on. So let's have a look at this. Yeah, so this is more or less where we are currently trading in. So which is a huge swing area. So here right now, if you want to trade this swing, this is the moment to enter this. From 44 cents to 51, this is a 25% move to the upside, if I'm not mistaken. No, sorry, almost 20. Yeah, so that's a 16% move to the upside here. So that looks also pretty clean to me. I would be just a little bit careful around this downward sloping trend line. So yeah. So that could be a point of where we get resistance, because there's also a horizontal level aligning with that currently at 46.8 cents approximately. But once that is broken, it will go straight to 50 cents, 51 cents. So my stop loss would be here, the lower of the previous candle at 42.2 cents if I would be trading this. But this looks here ready to go to the upside. And also Bitcoin tries to make a move here soon. Yeah, I can have a look at SUI. I had here somewhere a SUI chart. Yeah, SUI, is it this one here? Just want to make sure. No, it's not that one. I think it's that one here. Yeah, that's the right one. So I was actually surprised that SUI round tripped that move here to $3.23 completely, because we got here such a nice breakout out of that handle, and then it round tripped and came back. So this can be how to say that again? Forgot the word that I wanted to say. Let's just say declared as a retest, a bullish retest. And when we move from here back to $4.23, we should have then confirmation that this level will be flipped into support with continuation to the into the higher targets. So, but you see now that this level is a really strong resistance area, and the next time that we get up here, I think that SUI is ready to stay above that level and start flying from here. So let's have a look. Doge. How long am I on here? 20 minutes. Okay. Okay, so this chart, I have not the Doge chart. And guys, smash the like button. A little bit more likes would be nice here on the stream. Like 30 likes is not cutting it. So here, Doge. If you want to play it really safe, you wait for this downward sloping trend line to be broken. If we do it today, that would be around 23.7. So, but that is quite a move. Yeah, so that's like a 4% move. And it is here also into a horizontal resistance area. Have to be aware of that. Here. There. So you have to decide what you want to do. If you want to take advantage and get in now, then your stop loss has to be below that line here of 22.2. So yeah, I would most likely set my stop loss then to 22 cents. 22 cents from current price. Where are we at? A 3.6% stop loss. So, but the move is big, so here, don't forget, here's the W breakout on the higher time frame. That's the target of 35.7 cents. If you take that from current price, you're looking at a 56.5% move to the upside with a 3.6% of a stop loss. There, I don't really need to think about long, if I would like to take that kind of trade. Especially, again, here also looking quite good in terms of the indicators for continuation into higher levels. Let's see here. Cardano. I definitely have, I think, to adjust a little bit the chatbot. Cardano. Where is it? Come on. Maybe I really have it only on that list. Here. Also looking not that bad. This higher time frame. Higher time frame here. Also W. I think W target was here one of these lines. Upper line. Almost, yeah, like $1.20. If we can, yeah, we need a break here above 86 cents. Once we stay above 86 cents, you get a move to $1.20. But for now, if I go here to a lower time frame, so here you have a falling wedge playing out. And that falling wedge needs to break. So for Cardano, that looks like, yeah, tomorrow after tomorrow, that is when it should be breaking to the upside. Yeah, when I look here on the indicators, that looks like a tomorrow after tomorrow thing, when this is going to break. So, and when it breaks, then it will go back to like 95 cents-ish. So also here, I would potentially risk entering this right now and set my stop loss at here, that candle low of 76 cents. So that is a basically 4.4% to the downside. If I look at the upside, even just to $1.20, also 50%. So these are all high probability trades that you can take. As long as Bitcoin is not doing something really stupid, you should be fine with these stop losses, guys. You should be really fine with that. There's for now not much more to say, guys. I wait for the US Open later. I hope around that time I will make a stream. Should be actually fine. I'm gonna find out later today if I need to travel tomorrow. If I need to travel tomorrow, maybe I have to leave tonight. I'm gonna find out later. But otherwise, I will be here. I will be here otherwise tonight. So let's see what's going to happen. So thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you then with more money later.